Greetings, we are the Turquoise team, Labdhi, Abhinav, Manasi, Shubhrata, and Mayu, embarking on a mission to revitalize Heerlen Nord. Our name symbolizes the tranquility of blue and growth of green we aim to bring to the aqua-agro layers of the city. Diverse perspectives, combined with a thorough analysis of Heerlen Nord and its comparison to our hometowns, have equipped us with the knowledge necessary to bring about revitalization. Moving forward, to understand the context, analysis of different layers like land use, facility distribution, road hierarchy, and built versus open map was done. Here, deriving the different conclusions from the previous layers, we prepared a SWOT map. Here we can see that where we can enhance the biodiversity and community engagement by reducing crime rates and social problems. Potato plan and analysis of intangible layers map were created after analyzing the different issues faced by the city, as it shows that where there is negative and positive development in city and what needs to be revised. And from this process we came up with 5 strategies that can help reboost Heerlen Nord as a whole city. First is to create green corridor. After that, to enhance biodiversity in nature reserve area. Third strategy is to develop waterfront areas. Then to propose freshwater aquaculture, and last one is to propose urban agriculture. Coming to target groups, they'll be divided into participants, end users, stakeholders, and mediators to enrich green infrastructure, urban agriculture, and aqua farming. This is the conceptual map which represents the areas which is going to be redeveloped and which will connect neighborhoods and bring communities together. In terms of land use, the whole area showed here is mixed use with all types of neighborhoods. For example, residential, commercial, green lands, nature reserve, water bodies, etc. But the major weakness is these neighborhoods are not well connected, and that is why people who is living here are not able to use all these amenities at the most. This path of corridor is selected to enhance the social communications, as there are many gaps in social problems like urban decay, social cohesion, victimization, etc. As we can see, the area which is highlighted in red, Vrijheid de Stack area, is hot spot of all social problems, and orange highlighted area, Meesbroek, has major problems. Stitch and boost, as west part of Heerlen Nord is already active in terms of social activities and tourist places, and there are a few negative points on east side. To unify the whole area, we need to facilitate the problems and threats of East area and propose solutions. We will turn corridor into a node through a series of urban rooms. The corridor has been divided into 4 zones as depicted, and the strategies incorporated depends on the type of zone of the area of intervention. Some of them are introducing activities to enhance their nightlife and reduce social problems, green infrastructure intervention, create interim public plaza, create parklets and public plaza, create community and parking space, and enhance corridor with green and art. Here is the intervention 1 for the green corridor, that is to enhance main circle with green and art. Celebrate life is a concept behind this urban sculpture that explores the relationship between man and nature. Here is the proposed intervention 2. It is aimed at creating an interim public plaza. This initiative is focused on providing a temporary space for community gathering, relaxation, and recreation. The plaza will be designed to meet the needs of the local residents, visitors, and businesses, and will serve as a hub for social and cultural activities. Art installations, performances, vendors, and markets can improve the quality and identification of a public plaza while engaging local artists, communities, and business owners. Intervention 3 proposes the creation of a green road infrastructure. This innovative initiative aims to address the pressing issue of urban heat islands, while also enhancing the overall livability and sustainability of the city. The green road infrastructure will also serve as a valuable educational resource for local residents and students. Informational signage and educational programs will be incorporated into the design to raise awareness about the importance of sustainable urban design and the benefits of green infrastructure. Intervention 4 incorporates repurposed space. Bike share stations can serve as an integral part of the public transit system. Station maps and kiosks can serve as a focal point that orients tourists and visitors while drawing people to key destinations. Parklets are public seating platforms that replace several parking spaces. They serve as a gathering place for the community and can energize local stores and shops. In the Intervention 5, the vibrance of nightlife will be improved by providing night movie and park and food kiosks in public plaza at nighttime can bring community together in the evening and enrich the culture of city. Strategy 2 comes as that of biodiversity. The nature reserve place is located right on top of Heerlen. There is abundant biodiversity in nature reserve places, full of potential. Zoomed into this site, we could see that there are great forests and lawns. In our strategies, we preserve the already existing forest, plant new colorful trees, and do workshops for citizens to maintain the trees, especially. Along with a new plantation of colorful trees would stimulate citizens to visit this site more and enhance their interest there. The first focus is on the forest part with the new plantation. Our site analysis reveals a wide walking path in the middle of patches of forest and elevated viewpoints. A lack of well-used brownfield spaces, with lawns offering good walkability. Although there are enough roads, they lack a straight view connection. High-height trees, mostly deciduous, offer seasonal color diversity. A new landscape plan is being proposed with the creation of a walking path in the middle, as per the conceptual design. The trees selected for the different areas will vary in color and species, to cater to the unique requirements of each area. In residential areas, low-height trees with attractive scents and colors are a minimum requirement. Fragrant olive, Japanese apricot, and cherry blossom will create a colorful and aromatic entrance. For the walking path, easy maintenance, seasonal variability, and beautiful scents and colors are important factors. The cherry blossom along the path will be a continuous gateway to the inner forest in spring, while crepe myrtle and sasanqua will add color during autumn and winter. In dense forests, trees with durability to low light are required, and sasanqua and loquat will add winter color while avoiding competition with existing trees. In brownfields, trees with durability to poor nutrition are needed, and redberry, flowering quince, and English ivy are strong, low-maintenance choices that will bring color to the area in contrast to the forest. With these strategies for the nature reserve places, the biodiversity and visual attractiveness would be drastically increased. It would be another identity for the citizens in Heerlen who love nature. The second focus is on the green patches within the residential area. We would select some parking plots or the middle place on the roads to place the green patches. According to the life expectations of all the trees, citizens would be educated about the maintenance of the trees with several newly planted trees. In the city of Heerlen Nord, there are many open freshwater bodies found distributed throughout the city. These freshwater bodies act as a contextual identity of the place. Hence, all the water bodies are mapped on the larger scale. Small public interventions are provided in the pockets concerning potential sites. The sites are located such that they are in close proximity to the neighborhood and are easily accessible by everyone. The entire waterfronts are strategically planned to enrich the existing biodiversity and to have an experiential connection with the nature. The waterfronts can be accessed by various users and target groups. By creating this, our utmost goal is to have amalgamations of habitants with nature. This will improve the quality of life by infusing biodiversity as a habitat for residents. A typical section showing the different usage of spaces along the entire proposed wetland development. Bicycle Boulevard. To create a network connecting these pockets of waterfront interventions throughout the city, the concept of a bicycle boulevard is proposed in order to have a continuous experience for the users and encourage the bicycle infrastructure in the city. In urban wetlands, the waterfronts are developed by creating urban wetland on either sides of the water body with rich plantations of flowering shrubs, seasonal fruiting trees, along with intermediate public interventions and spaces for public gatherings. The revitalization of abandoned buildings in the city can bridge the gap between public and private interactions by transforming them into urban gathering spaces with the addition of greenery. A weekly open market near the waterfront is proposed to offer locally sourced goods from urban agriculture and aquaculture. Connecting all waterfront interventions is a proposed bicycle boulevard network that provides a continuous experience for users and promotes the growth of the city's bicycle infrastructure. Heerlen North has lost its significance as a result of economic contraction after the closing of the mining industry, which also caused demographic shrinkage. To give Heerlen North a new identity, sustainable freshwater aquaculture is an excellent way to strengthen the economy and prevent communities from moving out in search of employment. Additionally, it can improve ties among the community and enable people to eat nutritious seafood. Besides, it can meet the demand of seafood shortage, as the demand for seafood is consistently rising in the Netherlands, according to. The proposal has divided into 3 major connected sites near Zilverzand Groab and market area near Breede to sell fresh food. Here is the aquaculture master plan layout, in which we can see that the site has 3 main functional areas: integrated aquaculture farming systems, community-based freshwater aquaculture plus urban agriculture, aquaponics. We can also see the road connection to urban agriculture site, waterfront redevelopment, and community-based freshwater aquaculture plus urban agriculture. Secondary spaces goes from workshops, area for future expansion, storage, aquaculture integrated farming systems, indoor plus outdoor units, underground connection water pipes, connecting flyover bridge, public experience areas, and water-based systems. Here, we specify the requirements of freshwater aquaculture, which consists of 4 major parts. These requirements goes like aquaculture outdoor freshwater fish ponds, aquaculture indoor unit, storage, which is storerooms for different usage cases, along with research centers and transport areas, and then we have workshops to educate the people with respect to the same. Community-based freshwater aquaculture plus urban agriculture is segregated into 2 parts, in which the main route proposed for an ecological corridor is passing between these 2 sites. The area is designed in such a way neighborhood can cooperate and take part in the activities by crossing across the flyover bridge that runs through these locations. Also, aquaponics proposal can be used to keep urban agriculture and aquaculture profitable year-round, regardless of the weather. Since fish and vegetables are cultivated in these greenhouses, the weather outside will not be affected. Urban agriculture. Implementing urban agriculture in Heerlen Nord could involve creating community gardens or establishing partnerships with local organizations or businesses to create urban farming initiatives. The site is located in the north direction of the Heerlen Center and can be considered as the very sensitive and important area for the context. It also acts as a connectivity pool between the green corridor to the further interventions of aquaculture in the south, which thereafter extends to the waterfront redevelopment and recreational transition zones. How will it evolve? We have analyzed different issues like abandoned mining areas, disconnection, social integration, circular economics, and urban landscape, which afterwards diverges into the strengths like community engagement, community enhancement, and urban agriculture. There are various points taken into account while incorporating the respective concept in Heerlen Nord. Some of them are pond agriculture system, green farming, productive landscape, hydroponic farms, and vertical farms. The major factors which have been kept into account while designing the respective area are plant renovation, farmland, urban green, ecological area, relationship with aquaculture, and landscape edge. Other evolution factors of design were to design a connectivity pool through the site, accessible for everyone. Redevelop the already existing abandoned green belts along with the empty part of the site area for the agricultural and other connected purposes. There are various physical factors integrated into design. Some of them are community plaza, existing green belt, flower farm, connectivity pool, vegetable garden, vertical garden and indoor farming, workshop centers, pedestrian corridors, recreational zones, bioplants and farming, and seed harvesting. We can also see the respective site plan incorporating urban farming along with different mobility edges which goes through the existing green. The intention was not to create something out the context, but something which might drive the physical as well as social engagement in the area. Already existing water body has been used for all the necessary functions which might be required to solve the respective issues. We can also see the plan of the indoor farming area, which incorporates propagation tables, vertical growing carousels, high volume microgreen production and seeding and harvesting, along with the conceptual section of the building to describe the functions happening in it. The sole purpose of this whole design could also be defined as the intention to manufacture the economic base for the locals, which will support the agricultural sector and possibly extends to solve the multi-existing issues faced by the locals. Here is the conceptual sectional 3D of the site, in which we have tried to explain different aspects of our interventions, which goes from workshops in which the local citizens will be mentored, which will continue the increased opportunities in agriculture, vertical greens, hydroponic water usage, bioplant infrastructure detailing and techniques, along with the process from production of fresh food, which will increase the local economy and will bring the paradigm change in overall ecological part of the area. Heerlen Nord's final master plan combines 5 key strategies to revitalize the community: green corridor, biodiversity, waterfront development, aquaculture, and urban agriculture. The green corridor will create a network of green spaces throughout the city, while the biodiversity strategy enhances nature reserves and parks. Waterfront development promotes sustainable urban development that prioritizes water management, and aquaculture cultivates freshwater fish and aquatic plants in urban areas. Urban agriculture integrates food production into urban spaces. These strategies, focused on water and green, will create a more sustainable, livable, and vibrant future for Heerlen Nord. So, here ends our presentation on Heerlen Nord Redevelopment Integrated Project 1 under the Department of Architecture and Urban Design of RWTH Aachen University. It is with great pleasure that we, the group of Turquoise, presented to you our findings and recommendations on the respective project. We would like to take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for taking the time to listen to our presentation. Once again, on behalf of the Turquoise Group, Abhinav Bhardwaj, Labdhi Shah, Mayu Masuda, Shubhrata Nayak, and Manasi Batkan, we extend our sincerest thanks for your patience, attention, and interest. We look forward to continuing the conversation with you and contributing to the successful realization of the Heerlen Nord redevelopment. Thank you.